And this is Mark Swartz from MTC Media. Wanted to talk. I didn't want to do what a lot of people call an emergency pod yesterday when Mark Turgeon was mutually agreed to leave the University of Maryland. I wanted to wait for a day before at least commenting and talking about it a little bit. And it's a little bit disappointing. I think Turgeon did a lot of great things at Maryland. He was put in a very difficult situation. I mean, you had to follow Gary Williams. And despite the fact that when Gary left, the program wasn't exactly ascending upwards. Turgeon had a lot of things he had to do. Forming relationships coming into this area, making Maryland a destination beyond local players, um, recruiting for the Big Ten and not for the ACC. There was a lot of challenges that he had that were not put into place when he got here. So you had to give him some time to, and I get it. He had been here for a while, and I can understand it's almost like you feel like there should be a next level and you don't think that you've gotten to that next level. I mean, he has 200 and has over 200 victories. I mean, Mark Turgeon can coach. And though it didn't work out the way Maryland fans wanted to act like that Mark Turgeon didn't do anything in the Big Ten, it's wrong. If he didn't do anything at Maryland, that's wrong also. The, so the appreciation for what Turgeon did here, um, at least take a minute to acknowledge where he has placed Maryland in the Big Ten. Because don't forget, a lot of Maryland fans and some media wanted Sean Miller. Sean Miller didn't take the job, and Maryland's probably better because of it. So, you always got to be careful with what you wish for and what you think that should be the next coach or the next this and the next that. Because a lot of you all would have had Sean Miller here. Would Maryland right now be on probation? Would Maryland be in the middle of the FBI investigation like Arizona was? So let's slow our roll on what we think of Turgeon and looking back to what he does. Again, he was not perfect. And I can understand if you feel like there needs to be a move. It would have been better if the move was at the end of the season and not 48 hours before you open the Big Ten season. But um, the lack of respect that he got yesterday, especially from the Maryland fan base, was kind of disconcerting. And I don't think it's very accurate, and it's some of it's revisionist history. So where does Maryland go now? Danny Manning is taking over, and I just thought that Gary's comments does not help Manning when he says the next coach has to take it to the national level. Maryland wants to be a force. I know there's a lot of great coaches out there. I'm not saying those guys should be the next coach. Great young coaches out there. I'm not saying that those guys should be the next coach. It takes somebody that has the energy. So are you saying it's okay that Danny Manning is the interim, but please go out and get someone else? Because that's the way that comes off. And Gary has a powerful voice here. It means something. It carries weight. So again, it's those things. Maryland doesn't need that. Um, Danny Manning is new to the staff. It's probably already just giving you anxiety that the fact that the guy who brought you in is already gone and you haven't even been there for, you've never even gotten to the conference season before that guy has left. And then that seems to be a little bit of undermining. Let Maryland decide, let this play out. Give the coaches that are on there a chance. Let them have a blank slate to move forward. Let them coach the kids that are there as opposed to trying to look ahead and undermine what these coaches that are still there that have a long season to go are trying to do. It is not fair to the coaching staff. And on many levels, it's not fair to the kids who are on that roster. This should be about them. It is not about you. So, Maryland fans, you should appreciate what Mark Turgeon did for you. You should acknowledge what Mark Turgeon did for the Maryland community and the Maryland program. And the program is in a good spot. Heck, for COVID, they had shared a Big Ten title. You get mad at what they did in March or what they haven't done in March. Winning in March is hard. It is hard. So again, appreciate that. Support the kids that are there now. Support Danny Manning. Support the coaching staff. Support the university. Support the program. They deserve it. They deserve it. They've always deserved it. This is Marcus Washington from MTC Media.